You wake up the next morning, pack up camp, and make your way into Phandelver. As you approach the familiar trail, now leading you through uh, the northern bit of town, past Barthwin's provisions, back to the town circle, you do notice a slight. Actually, give me perception.
16.
With my goggles, I got a
You don't have to.
25. Not natural 20. Not a 25.
Got a 7.
23.
All right. I should roll for Gerald. He don't know shit. Gerald and Robert with a 7. Don't quite notice it, but the other two do notice that there's now posters on buildings, like support Frito for mayor and support
Yeah.
Hilda for mayor, or Hilda, what was the fuck? Halia for mayor. Just on different buildings, sometimes next to each other.
If I see a poster for Holly, I'm gonna rip it down.
Give me sleight of hand.
There's like a guard right there. Sleight of hand is +1.
And then
12.
Nick, we forgot to do this. You successfully ripped down a few posters, but some of them you can't quite get.
And I just stuff them in the back of the carriage for now.
I need you to make the D100 roll, Nick. We have passed day 14.
See, that is going to be 18.
Which is unfortunately lower than the vote count you're already at, so no one else joins your.
Looks like we got back just in time. The campaign's been going stale.
I gotta say, too, is it's not gonna be a good look to be tearing down her poster. Because I hate her. We need to support democracy at the end of the day, and she has a right to be represented, so...
That's fair.
I do just from these posters being taken down.
Alright, I chucked them out the back of the carriage.
Alright.
So they're just all over the ground.
You make your way into town. You put up the oxen and the carriage and the horses next to the Stonehill Inn. And then I believe you guys have a few things you need to take care of. So what would people like to do?
Okay, we're next to the Stonehill. How about we go to the Shrine of Luck first and talk to Gariel?
Me, sir.
Sounds good to me.
You can be her hero, Frito. You got the information.
You make your way over to the Shrine of Luck, and you see Gariel going about her daily routine at the temple, maintaining it, making sure everything is where it should be, and just doing some general cleaning. Oh, Frito, you've made your way back to town.
Good to see you again, Gariel.
It's lovely to see you too, Frito.
We were able to find out from the Banshee that you wanted us to talk to, the information you needed.
You were? That's quite amazing. Was it harrowing?
No, it's Sliver still.
What is this about?
Oh, harrowing. Oh. I thought you were talking to Robert. Sorry. I'll let Frito handle this.
We had that book, of course, that you wanted to know about, and it sounds like it was sold long ago to a necromancer named Tessernorth from Area Bor. I don't know if that means anything to you, but that's at least what the Banshee told me. And I gave him the comb that you wanted us to give them.
That is actually quite useful information. I'll make sure to pass that on to those who need to know it to continue our search.
Do you mind if I ask why you needed to know that?
You see, I'm part of an organization that likes to protect the freedom and stability within Faerun, to thwart tyrants and despots, and aid the weak and the poor and the oppressed. Have you ever heard of an organization called the Harpers?
The Harpers?
Can I do a history roll?
Yeah.
Would I just know the Harpers because I live in Phandelver most of my life?
No.
I have no idea who that is. Is that a person?
13. You would.
Do they work with Kyle?
With a 13, you know of the Harpers. Like, you know that they're an organization that does a lot of good in Faerun, trying to stop just evil from taking over.
Chris Pine was a Harper, right? In the movie?
Yeah, correct. So is some of the people in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. The old lady. Old bitch.
The hero.
So they're good guys. They're a good faction.
Yes. And we've been researching the book to see what became of it and if it poses danger.
Not really sure, like, what happened to it past that point. The Banshee, of course, was a bit stingy on the information, and I was not
I'm
going to
sure
impose myself.
she doesn't know what happened to the book after she found it. Most people do not keep track of belongings that they get rid of.
Whatever happened to it is probably not good if a necromancer got it.
Indeed. I'll make sure to pass this information along to those who need to know, and they'll...
Do your
Don't look
harpers deal with that kind of foe often?
What type of foe?
Necromancers and the people that fuck with souls after they're dead and all that shit.
Well, we try not to start international conflicts like with Fae and stuff. We do keep an eye out for those misusing the ability and creating
You
havoc.
probably would want to know then that when we went to Old Owl Well, we just straight up found a red wizard of Thay.
You did.
Yes, and he was controlling a bunch of zombies.
Not unusual for the Thane.
Unfortunately, he's one of, I think, the only guy that has gotten away from us. That was pure evil, obviously.
Well, you can't win all your fights.
Frito can, we can.
I don't know if he was pure evil, too. I mean, he spared us.
He's a necromancer.
Yeah, but the whole thing of me going and talking to the Banshee, like, it was kind of like, well, I need to go here anyway, and then the Necromancer asked me to go there too, because they had a question they wanted to ask regarding who built that tower that we were at.
You know what? That's fair. I truly question every day why they let us live, but if you are a person that goes around fiddling with dead people, I just feel like you have to be on a list or something.
Probably. I don't know if it'd help you.
You have to get
know
your
too who built the
necromancy
tower.
license, and you have to have a 3-day waiting period. And
They allow necromancy licenses?
no, I'm making a joke.
Oh, okay. Ugh.
Well, as I promised for the information, and she walks a little ways into the shrine and comes back out carrying 3 potions of healing.
Ooh, I thank you.
Gariel, how strong are you?
It's not very. I mean, the Banshee readily took me out with very little effort.
If you were in a bigger group with lots of people that were good at fighting and your job was to just keep them alive, would that be an effective role for you? Do you think you could survive that? No pressure.
Why do you ask?
Well, I sort of look at Frito as I say this to sort of gauge his facial expression. We were off to deal with a lot of bad guys at a place that's going to be very scary, and we've had a few run-ins with, like I said, the Red Wizard of Thay. He nearly killed us. We fought some ogres. Actually, straight up, Frito killed an ogre, just so you know. I wink at her.
That's quite impressive.
A very brave man right here. Make sure you vote for him. And yeah, I was just curious if you can say no, obviously. I'm not putting any pressure on you, but if you had any abilities to keep people alive, it would be very useful in what we're about to do.
Unfortunately, I'm not a cleric, which is what it sounds like you're looking for. I'm just more of a priest and an attendant here at the shrine.
Okay, fair enough. Can we have more healing potions?
I don't have any made. I've spent the last several days while you were off dealing with the Banshee making these 3 for you.
Well, we appreciate that.
My smile becomes a frown. Yes, very, very kind of you.
But I do want to mention Frito, because I rolled to see how potent each of one of these were. You have 2 of just like the regular ones, the white ones, and then you have 1 supreme healing potion.
Supreme healing, right?
Which is
Sheesh, that's a big boy.
which is very good. So you got some pretty powerful healing potions.
Well, we appreciate
Like the supreme one does 10d4 plus 20.
God damn. That will
And so
come in
if
handy.
we just straight up drink that I mean, that's overkill for healing. You just keep that one for Gerald, I guess.
Gerald does have some healing potions on him, I think. He has 1.
Good. Okay.
Gariel, I want to thank you for everything you do here at the shrine. You know, coming back to Phandelver, it really does feel like home in this spot that I reside. I was wondering if you'd like to partake in a prayer together.
Of course. I'm always happy to pray for you and your compatriots as you set off to deal with the unholy in the region.
Yes. And
I guess group religion check. Who's participating in this?
I back away.
Gerald is participating.
Big Bobby?
Robert enjoys a prayer, indeed.
All right. Roll religion. Those who are participating.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20,
21.
21, and then we got a 14 from Gerald and an 11 from the sister. Yeah, so you do well enough that you feel Tamora's gaze upon you, and you feel a little luckier for today. And everyone who participated who does not have inspiration can add inspiration. So I think that's just Gerald.
You guys haven't used your inspirations yet.
No, they
I'm
have not.
saving it for Wave Echo Cave.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fellas, now that we've gathered our healing potions from Gariel, I was thinking about talking to my friend Duran for a little bit. If you want, Harbin owes us 100 gold for dealing with Wyvern Tor, so you could go grab that from him.
We can do that.
I love money.
Yes, I know you do. And drugs. Money for drugs. Don't spend that money on drugs.
Big Bobby, I'll catch up with you. I'm gonna hang out here at the temple for a little bit longer.
All right.
I'm going to go talk to Duran.
All right. The two of you leave. Gerald, do you want Gerald to go with you, Dylan?
Sure, he can come along, as long as he stands outside the house.
He follows you. What does Frito want to do at the shrine?
Frito just wants to talk with Gariel a little longer to gauge how she's doing, like mentally and stuff like that. See if
All right.
things are well in her world.
She is doing well. She is mostly recovered from the banshee wounds. You see that the bruises and the cuts have healed up nicely. Yeah, stuff has been going well.
That's good.
Yeah.
I also want to ask if there's anything else that we/I could help her out with.
She asks you help her do some cleaning around the shrine, and you spend some time just talking to each other and helping her with her day-to-day tasks, but there's nothing major that she needs help with. She doesn't need you to go face another banshee.
I also wonder if she could give more information about the Harper's presence in Phandelver, besides her.
She mentions that she is the Harper's presence here in Phandelver.
Okay.
She mainly keeps an eye on the town and what's going on, and sends reports back to her superiors on events happening in Phandelver.
Do the superiors, are they in Neverwinter or?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, we'll switch on over to Robert. You approach the town hall and you make your way inside. You find Harbin here, actually, though you do not see Finn, who does not seem to be here whenever Harbin is. Give me perception.
Part about using the comically small dice is I have to look really closely at them. 12.
12. I'd say that's enough. You do notice that the cell that once held Mithril Star is now empty.
Has Adolf been picked up for his trial?
You see Harbin turns to you. Yes, the marshal from Neverwinter came and collected the ruffian.
Ah, very good.
Yeah. What brings you to my humble workplace?
Well, my friends and I just got back from our missions, and I was told we were promised a reward from you had we done some activities for you, and
You claim you've dealt with the marauders on the Tribor Trail.
yes. Well,
Do you have
we
any
dealt with some
proof?
That is a good question. I really should have asked the rest of the group before I came here. Well, I got a really wealthy perfumes.
You show him the perfumes. Give me a persuasion check. I'd say with advantage because you actually produced something that was more recognizable than just a fistful of gold.
I found money. I rolled an 18 twice. That is wild. Persuasion, and it would bring me up to a 23.
Oh, yes, I did hear that some caravans carrying perfume were waylaid. Thank you for dealing with whatever was ambushing the caravans. And then he sort of walks into his office, and like 2 minutes later you see him come back out and hand you a bag of gold.
Huzzah!
So you gain 100 gold pieces.
Thank you very much. This will help my group very much in our upcoming
Campaign
trials.
speed, Brody.
I promise I won't use at least my part in trying to do that.
Well, that's appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, personally, that's all I came to do, other than check on Adolf, who isn't here anymore, so, I will be on my way.
All right.
Have a pleasant day. I give him a
You
bow.
as well. He sort of just nods at you as you leave the hall. Switching on over to Oris and Gerald, you approach the orchard once again. Gerald sort of sits down on the side of the road, and you walk up to the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Who is it?
It starts with an O and ends in an S.
About 30 seconds later, the door opens, and you see Daron.
I do a peace sign.
Hello, Oris. What brings you back?
You said once, a long time ago, that a featherless crow must grow new feathers.
Did I?
Yes. I.e., a man who has dealt with the undead situation deserves his new boots.
Ah, you were able to make your way to Old Arrowwell and figure out what was going on there.
Yes, and you should know that the undead were the spawn of a red wizard of Thay named Hamun Kost.
They were. That's not good. Are they still there? Are they a threat to the town?
Well, fortunately, they're gone.
Oh, that is quite good. You were able to best the Red Wizard in combat and drive him off.
Unfortunately not. No, not that last part. Well, drive him off, yes, we did.
That is good.
He's no longer in the area.
Well, as I promised, here are the boots, and he hands you boots of striding and springing.
I guess they're just like elven boots.
Yeah. They're leather boots, that have just been enchanted.
Thank you, Duran. While I'm here, you think I could ask you a few questions about things that we've spoken about prior?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, because I was curious how your research on the elongated goblin head has been going.
Well, unfortunately, I have not, I don't fully understand what is going on with this goblin quite yet. Perhaps if you give me more time, I'll be able to give you a better answer. The only thing I can tell of right now is it doesn't seem to be...
Alive.
Well, no, yes, of course. Doesn't seem to be... You know how some human cultures, they strap bands around their child's head when they're born and it forces their skull to elongate?
No, but that sounds like some dumb shit a human would do.
It doesn't appear to be that.
It doesn't appear to be that.
Yes. So it seems more, perhaps magical in nature of how it happened. But again, that's my best guess with what little I've been able to glean from the skull.
Maybe a little bit more information might help you. On our most recent adventure, me and my party, we were dealing with the goblin problem at Wyvern Tor. And inside the cave that these bugbears, there was an orc and an ogre that were hiding out in this cave. They nearly killed us, but they didn't. Shout out to Robert and Frito. There was a painting of a goblin, but not any kind of goblin I've seen before. It was like a tall goblin with lanky arms and a lanky body, and it had a crystal sticking out of its head. If this is the thing that I mentioned before, Ruxithid, my guess is that whatever that crystal thing is, it's probably controlling these weird-ass goblins and changing them.
That is a very astute hypothesis for what is going on. It's a better one than anything I've come up with yet. I can continue to research this corpse if you so wish me to, but...
Well, if you don't think you're going to get anything else out of it, don't waste your time. Your time is very important.
I feel like I'm close, but I'm not doing much else in my retirement, so...
Well, you're providing food for the town. That's pretty important.
Yes, but that doesn't take up my entire time.
You haven't found anything like any residue or like I mean like, you know, I don't even know what I mean, quite frankly. Duran, I am so out of my depths with this stuff. But at least we're out of our depths together.
Yes, I haven't detected anything, fortunately.
Fair. Okay, well, the only other thing I wanted to ask you, could you give me a better description of Nazar in case I stumble upon him at Wave Echo Cave?
It has been many years since I last saw him, so this might not be entirely accurate. He's a drow. Last I saw him, he was more slim and with a few muscles. White hair, grayish eyes. The hair was short, but again, hair could have grown since I've seen him.
What was his role in the Unseelie?
He was not hunting for treasures like you were. And in the last great war in the Underdark against the Alithid, he served Lord Oberyn much like you serve the Dark Lady today.
So he was close to Oberon.
Yes, and as you know, no one has seen either of them since that war, so...
So it's not likely I find him, but just in case I do, thank you for the description.
Yes.
Alright, well, I must return to my friends. Next time I see you, hopefully, we'll be making it rain on Phandelver from the treasures of Wave Echo Cave.
I wish you luck in your endeavor.
Say goodbye, Tip. Oh my god, he just shit on my shoulder. I'm gonna get out before the smell infects your house.
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated.
Alright, I rush out the door, gather Gerald, give him a... Actually, I'm gonna pull Tip off my shoulder for a second, wipe the shit off as much as I can, and then place him back on there. Alright, I'm gonna head to the Stonehill Inn. Would you like to accompany me, Mr. Lieutenant Gerald?
I will.
Mr. High Elf that's not a High Elf?
He follows you as you start walking.
Alright, I head back to the inn.
Gerald will remember that.
Yeah.
The other two of you congregate on the Stonehill Inn. And you all meet up before you head inside.
Fellas.
How'd it go?
Frito.
What's up?
I pull out the boots of striding and springing, and I say, since you were the one that saved us from the Red Wizard, I figure, shit, these should belong to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
These should make you hella quick.
It will definitely come in handy when I'm running from the law.
As mayor.
These would be more useful if we used encumbrance, because they make you not lose. Essentially, reading it, your walking speed becomes 30, which yours already is, so it'd be more useful for someone who isn't 30. Your speed isn't reduced if you're encumbered or wearing heavy armor, but you can now jump 3 times your normal distance.
That's pretty good.
I got the super jump. Let's go.
You've basically become a Baldur's Gate character.
Yes, because that's
Alright.
not how jumping works in D&D.
No. Alright. Well, let's take a look inside for Sildar and Gundren and talk to our friends about what comes next.
You open the door, and you head inside. You see the regular bartender, whose name always slips me because why the fuck do I remember?
Tobin.
Tobin, yeah. Tobin at the bar. There's not that many people here. It's only like 11 a.m. But you do see Gundren sitting at Sildar's usual table.
I see Gundren, but I put my eyes on Tobin. I go, hey, Tobin, we're back.
Good to see the 4 of you again.
Hey, did that scholarly sister of yours that was coming into town ever show up?
Not yet.
Oh, you know when she's supposed to be in?
With her, sometimes she gets too distracted by her work and doesn't always make it in on time.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, when she gets here, I'd like to talk to her.
Yes, indeed.
She's being scholarly and all that. She might know some things. Not that you don't know things. You're very clever yourself.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, Gundren, my boy.
How you doing, man?
I am well. Thank you for asking.
Happy to see us. It's been a minute.
It has. Has your adventure gone well? Did you solve the issues out and about that you needed to?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Thunder Tree was full to the brim of evil cultists and tree people and nasty shit like that, but
We slew
done
a
and
dragon.
dusted.
Ah, you fell a dragon. Did you manage to collect any of the scales from it?
Yes, sir.
That's quite fortuitous. Once we have the forge up and running, we can probably make some armor out of those for quite a bit of money.
That is an excellent idea. Gundren, this is why we have you around. It's not just about the map. You are an ideas man, just like me, but your ideas don't get people killed. Well, they almost got you killed and Sildar, but we'll not think about that.
Unfortunately, perhaps my brothers as well.
I start biting my finger like maybe I shouldn't have said anything. What is it about ideas, guys, and just not being very useful? Where's Sildar, by the way?
Well, we couldn't come up with a plan to get the Marshal from Neverwinter to release Mithril Star right away. So Sildar volunteered to go with him back to Neverwinter and act as his representative in the court,
Oh my god.
as he is a member of the Alliance.
That is the most heartwarming thing I've ever heard.
I mean, to travel with the Mithril Star is an honor in and of itself.
That's true, but to miss out on going to Wave Echo Cave, there's a 90% chance that he's still scared from the last goblin attack and is being a little bit of a pussy, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That guy's pretty cool.
We'll give him shit when we see him next time.
Yeah, regardless of what it was, he's gonna get shit on. Well, if Sildar's not here, do you guys think we could convince Finn to come with us? I feel like we'd be better off with another fighter, but who knows?
Like
You
Bobby, Big
plan
did
on
you
setting
contact
off
Finn?
to the cave now.
Yes. Whenever you're ready to go, we're prepared. Well, we need to sell some stuff, and maybe check in on Frito's campaign, but we're pretty much ready. One of the other things that we stumbled upon in our travels through the east and north, we found a group of dragon cultists in Thunder
You did.
Tree, and we ourselves, in a complete coincidence, formed our own sort of group to try to convince the dragon. We're maybe not going to be dragon themed as much, but we'll at least stick with the name. So if you want, you could be the first member to be added to the Chrome Lords.
The Chrome Lords.
Yes. I'll let you think about it.
What do you say?
I was thinking maybe we could ask Mithril Star too once he's back.
So, you want to name your group after the evil dragon?
Well, at this point, it's got nothing to do with dragons. It's got to do with us.
We don't want to be the Metallic Lords, or the Gym Lords,
The Gym Lords? That's very insensitive, Gundren.
as in GEM, like diamonds.
Oh. Be careful saying Jim around Frito, okay? I don't know. I'm like looking around at everybody like, I feel like Chrome Lord sounds way better than those other pussy names he just said.
How much would building a gem dome cost exactly?
Depends on what type of gem you use.
Makes sense.
Probably a bunch of gems it might cost you.
Oh,
And what quality you want those gems to be.
Sorry, we're not actually considering changing our name to Gem Lords, are we?
I don't know, it doesn't really roll off the tongue as much.
I made t-shirts.
Already?
I made t-shirts on the ride over here.
You didn't give them to me?
It was gonna be a surprise.
Oh.
I'm just saying that some people might take the chrome part.
And what are those people gonna do about it?
I,
We have a town. We have a whole goddamn town. They can't stop us.
not yet.
We don't
you
have a
I
town
don't-
yet.
Frito
Calm
hasn't
down.
won the election.
Horace, we need to chill out a little bit. I think Gundren is making a very sound point, especially politically. We can't really be associating with someone that people might view as terrorists, even though, we're not. We're the best. We're the greatest.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
It's all about branding,
I mean, you could go with like bronze lords.
If we
Or
call
just
ourselves the
stop.
Brass Lords, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I said bronze.
Everyone take your brass scale.
Or the gold lords, silver lords,
Silver Lords is kind of
steel
similar.
lords.
Oh god, I just got a chill down my spine. You saying steel?
The Steelix.
We need to steal something?
It wouldn't be the first time I've dealt with dwarven steel. Well, If you guys want to change the name, go ahead, but just let me know what it is so I don't go around telling everyone we're the Chrome Lords.
Or the Emerald Lords, or
I actually don't hate that. It just
You
Emerald
think we
Lords.
can convince Chrome Darkness to change his name?
I mean, you ask him. He's in your head.
Just another one of the voices.
I can be called whatever you want me to be called, Robert.
How about Fork?
That belongs to a powerful quasit. I shall not type his name.
We're the
Possibly
Fork
basket.
Lords.
Utensil lords.
No, Gundren is like, if you want to stay Chrome, you can. I'm just...
Hold on.
gotta
Let
be
us cook,
prepared.
Gundren.
You gotta be prepared
We're the
for...
Fork Lords, let us cook.
You gotta be prepared for people to think you might be evil when you introduce yourself.
You know what? That is a fair point. What is the thing that... And what the fuck does Chrome even have to do with us? So, what is something that we could be the lords of that has more to do with us?
Perhaps your castle, name it after that?
The First Light Lords?
The Castle Lords.
Or the First Lords, or the Light Lords.
The First Lords is actually pretty cool. Is that too pompous? Like, actually, no, we're the First Lords. Thank you.
You're calling yourself the Lords, so a little pomp isn't uncalled for.
I think maximum pomp is...
Yeah, but Chrome Lords felt more metal.
Oh, yeah. True.
We could be the Fern Lords. I slowly back away from
Anger
Robert.
one of us. Yeah.
Okay, well,
If I see a single fern
on a flag.
enter the premises of First Light, the entire castle blows up.
Okay, fair.
I don't know how that's gonna happen,
I think
but it's going to.
I think First Lords is good. Should we vote?
Yeah, sure.
I love democracy.
Frida, what name
All right.
stood out to you the most?
Kind of like the Silver Lords.
Yeah?
That's just me.
It would
you guys?
that would take far less branding as far as color scheme. Rebranding, I should say.
There's already a silver tree hanging from the castle.
Exactly. Robert, what do you feel about Silver Lords? Kind of a tongue twister, though. Silver Lords. Silver Lords. Silver Lords.
Could use that tongue twister to confuse people and then stab them to death.
True. And we keep doing snapping as we say it. Silver Lords, Silver Lords, Silver Lords. And they're like, wait, what the fuck is going
throw
on?
them off guard even more.
We all start
Good.
snapping simultaneously. Hey, what are you doing? They think we're
Coming out of
casting
the
a
trees,
spell.
snapping.
Yeah, in leather jackets. Okay. Silver Lords it is. The fall of the Chrome Lords and the rise of the Silver Lords took a week. I'll have to change the stitching on those shirts, but
If the Silver Lords want to be, I guess, the face of the rebranded Forge of Spells in Wave Echo Cave, I won't.
we can
I
rename
guess
it
I'll-
the Silver Forge.
I guess
We
I
can
will-
rename our castle Silverlight. Hold on.
Yeah.
The Forge is Forge Darkness.
Oh god. The Chrome Forge.
I wouldn't be opposed to joining.
Silver Dome. Silver Dome. It doesn't come off the... We're gonna have to come up with a new rhyme. But yes, I would love to have you, Gundren, as our first new member. Not one of the founding fathers, but just a tier lower than that. Slightly. Probably even still, like, etching on the top of our tier, but, like, not quite there yet.
Because I'll still be the majority shareholder and
Yeah. We just came up with the name.
yes.
We're the majority shareholder in the name. You're the majority shareholder in the thing that makes money.
I make the money. I'll be your financial backer, I guess.
Yes, you could finance our adventures where we go get big wins. I don't know what that
And
means.
Resources for us to use in forging stuff to sell. You see his eyes. He's like, you see him like greedily. Like this man is ready to make bank.
After everything he's been through.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the cultists, by the way, the dragon cultists? Like, they seem pretty bad. They kept
well,
talking
yeah.
about, like, bringing back Tiamat and shit like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He got a 19 on history. Well, yes. There's always been dragon cults. Whether they worship the metallic dragons or the chromatic or the gem or the planar or the long dragons. More worrying is if these are the ones worshipping Tiamat, then they're trying to most likely bring the Archdevil back into this plane and to rule the world, which isn't the greatest thing, but they've typically, since Tiamat's defeat, have had very little success. So it's not super concerning, but they could always be on the verge of success, and we just don't know.
We
So
found a journal that one of them had. They were going to sacrifice us, but they didn't. Obviously, we killed them. But the journal mentioned that they have a base in Waterdeep, I believe.
they could. I wouldn't be surprised if there was members of dragon cults in any of the major cities.
I'm just saying, once we are done dealing with the spider and whatever else comes our way in Phandelver, perhaps that's something to check out.
Perhaps.
I don't really want a giant arch-devil dragon ruling the world.
No, that would be bad for business.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Well, I don't trust this guy's priorities. Anyway,
I don't
anything
trust
else?
that the man who's sacrificed everything to try to open this business is worried about business.
You guys have any other questions? Oh, another thing we should warn you about. There's a bounty hunter in the area named Lenny Balzac Jr., and he's hunting us on behalf of the spider. However, he's playing mind games with us. He beat up Frito in the road and then just left him alive.
Whoa. I wouldn't say beat up. That is an extreme exaggeration.
He kicked
of
his
what
ass,
actually happened.
Gundren.
Yeah, fuck you for saying that. We didn't need to get into that information.
He kicked him right in the Balzac.
Just know if you see anyone named Lenny Balzac around here, that he's mine, and I will deal with him.
If you see a tiefling, don't kill him.
Mm.
Well, keep that mentality anyway, but
I'll keep that in mind. I
The bigger
didn't
picture.
plan on randomly going around.
if a tiefling comes to you saying, "Have you seen these 4 people?" and then places like some sort of old-fashioned sheet of paper down with our faces on it, just say, "Looks like a bunch of ugly fucks if you ask me." That's my Gundren impression, and then continue to drink your ale.
Will do, I suppose.
Yeah. Well,
I can't tell if that was racist or not.
oh, probably was.
It was slightly, yes, it was a little bit
You're
racist,
bloody
but,
fucking ugly mugs, you say?
that's enough, Boris.
I
You
start
don't
doing a
need to-
dwarven dance I know from the Underdark.
So you're not doing a dwarven dance, you're doing a gold
Dwargar dance.
Yeah.
Dwargard.
They don't dance a whole lot. This is the only one they know. I'm doing the gritty. Alright, I stopped.
Been with the buddy.
Do let me know when you plan to set out. Join you.
Yeah, we gotta sell some stuff and
I
deal
want to
with
know
some-
your opinion. If we put a big silver door on the castle and called it the Silver Sphincter, do you think that would fly?
I mean, people might question your choice.
Unless you had some form of magic, I don't think there's anything that's gonna make that castle fly.
Okay. All right. I'll keep it on the back burner.
Plus, silver isn't the strongest building material. It would weaken the integrity.
Ooh,
Of your front
hold on.
door.
We just found a flaw in our new name.
No, I mean,
We don't want to be weak.
I'm not saying silver is. I know gold is like not
Yeah, gold is.
like pure silver isn't all that strong, but like sterling silver, where you build it into something else, is better.
Gundren, have you ever worked with Everbright?
Oh yeah, we're in a fucking magical realm. I can make silver as fucking bright as I want to.
Yeah, especially dwarves of all people.
I haven't had the honor yet, but I'm sure I would enjoy the challenge.
Do you know of the Everbright crown? You know, the crown that allows the wearer to control an army of war forged made with Everbright steel. It's a very powerful item, Gundren.
No, I've never heard of it.
Ah, of course you haven't. Yeah, I stole it long before you were paying attention to that kind of shit. Anyway, let's sell our stuff, shall we, boys?
Yeah, you make your way. What are you selling?
What do I
Selling-
have to sell?
If you're selling weapons, you need to head to the Lion Shield Cloister. If you're selling other stuff,
I thought all our weapons were at our castle.
Yes, Robert the Weapon Keeper put the majority of the selling weapons at the castle currently.
I'm sure we've got other stuff. I've got a gold censer, a gold chalice, and the gold necklace with the emerald pennant.
Yeah, so you'll head up to Barthrin's.
Yeah, I got
Provisions.
gems and stuff to sell.
Head up to Barthrin's Provisions, because you know the Miners' Exchange is not welcome to
You
you.
little bitch.
Well, you're her main political rival, so,
I'm not.
but you are highly close to working with it.
You know I never been with a buddy.
You walk into Barthrin's Provisions and see Alimina.
Ah,
the counter.
Big E. E.
The four of you have returned once again. What brings you back to my humble shop?
What? Take a wild guess why we might be here.
You're looking to buy a bunch of stuff from me.
Maybe, but we're definitely gonna sell some shit to you.
All right. What are you looking at selling?
All right, I'm gonna place the gold chalice, the gold censer, and the gold pennant down on the counter.
All right. And was this the emerald pendant?
Yeah, the one that dead husband lady told us about. The one person, the Dendrar mother whose name escapes me. She had the least memorable name in the entire campaign. I don't know why.
I could offer you 400 gold for all three.
Okay, sure.
All right. You hand those over.
Yep.
You have sold them.
Let's go. Thank you very much. What about y'all?
Don't think I have anything to sell currently.
Do you want to sell your studded leather that you're not wearing? I guess we
good
should
point.
sell that at the other place, though. They probably don't buy armor here.
I will sell that, though.
Robert, I just know you got like a hoard of shit.
If you are interested, I have acquired a collection of some very top-of-the-line gems.
What type of gem?
I have amethyst, agate, garnet as well.
Just the amethyst and the garnets.
Of course. I also have some pretty spiffy-looking goblets with moonstones in them, if you would like to take a look at those.
And do you pull out how much of each? You're like putting them on the counter so she can look at them.
Yeah. I'll pull out one of each just to show.
I'd say maybe 40 gold for the goblet. 30 for the amethyst and 5 for the garnet.
All right, I'll give you the garnets and the goblets, but my keen eye says that. What?
Do keep in mind that if you have amethysts in your inventory, it's giving you the price value for like flawless amethyst, which you do not have.
Right.
I just mean because I know the last time we did this, you like looked in your inventory and the things gave you.
Yeah, you
way
told
more
me
than-
specifically illustrious, that's a custom item. But yeah, I'll accept the garnet and goblet price.
All right. So you sell the 4. Are you selling all 4 goblets and 2 garnets?
Yeah, I'll sell all of them.
You get 10 gold from the 2 garnets, and you get 160 from the 4 goblets.
And then while I'm here, do you have more manacles I could purchase?
Like handcuffs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'd like to buy 3 more of those, please.
Of course.
Fantastic.
I am spending 5 gold on 10 rations.
Anything you want to sell, Nick? Here at this store?
I don't think so. I've been kind of stingy in what I pick up. I mostly just have a shit ton of gold.
Do you want to head over to the Lion Shield Cloister and sell the studded leather armor?
Let's do that. Unless there's anything else anyone else needs to do.
Well, I mean, you can, while they're shopping here, you can go over, sell it, and come
No,
back.
I'll go with him.
Gerald will go. Gerald will stay with Robert, so we don't fully split the party into 3 and 1. You guys make your way over to the Lion Shield Cloister, and you see Lene, standing behind the counter. It's good to see the 4 of you again. Well, 3 of you, I should say.
2 of us.
2 of you, yes. My eyesight's getting worse and worse.
She had some of Robert's shit. Sorry, it's been weeks since we've spoken. What was your name again?
Lene. Line. It's Linene. Lene?
Lene, they don't sell, I don't know, like donkeys or anything here, do they?
No. Fortunately, I don't believe anyone in town sells pack animals.
Probably gonna be another winter thing, eh?
Or just a larger town.
Probably. Anyone good at woodworking?
Unfortunately, our wood carver got killed by the Red Brands like 3 weeks ago.
Fell, right.
Yes.
I think his boys maybe took up on that.
They probably aren't. Nars had not taken up his father's trade just yet, from what I remember.
Fair enough. Sorry, Frida, you had something you wanted to sell, I think.
Yes, I wonder if you'd like to buy this wonderful, unused, mint condition studded leather.
Give me deception.
It's gonna be a 17.
Alright. Well, she's looking at this armor. You wore this, right, and used it?
Yep.
So there's still some like dried blood and a few puncture wounds on it, and she can quite clearly see that. I mean, I'm always happy to buy used equipment and fix it up later and sell it again. How about 30 gold?
Thinking more 45 gold.
But that is what it would be worth if you never had used it. I'm gonna have to put money into getting it repaired.
He's barely used it.
Well,
That
for
is-
you to have a 33% discount for a slightly used piece of armor, I think is quite embarrassing as a shopkeep. The lowest I'd go is 40 gold.
What's the upkeep on repairing that thing?
Well, since there's no leather worker in town, I gotta send it to Neverwinter
Well, there you go.
or Lealon
Maybe,
to get it repaired and cleaned.
Frito, to save her the hassle, maybe we sell it to someone in Neverwinter. That way they don't have to pay for the back and forths.
Frankly, that offer was insulting. So
Yeah.
I
Well,
hope
I
that,
am running a business here.
yeah, and I am trying to sustain myself and survive. And
He says
you
with
are-
500 gold.
No, she doesn't know that. Yeah, I guess it'd be good to know that this establishment spits in the face of people that have been coming here for years. I'll get the word out on that.
Right. Well, Lene, do you sell saddles?
No, I do not.
Okay. So you don't have military saddles?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
I carry more weapons and armor.
Let me
If
take a
there's
look at
anything you're interested in.
what your stock is.
Didn't even try to negotiate. Just took the deal and got pissed and left.
What a legend. So if I buy breastplate for 400 gold, I can increase my AC once again by 1.
Don't think she would have that, unfortunately. Probably a little too expensive.
What do you have?
The scale mail she would probably have. If you want to have disadvantage on stealth again. She would have ring mail, but that's heavy armor, which you do not are not proficient in.
You got any +1 shields?
That'd probably be out of her price range as well.
Lene, you know people in Neverwinter that sell weapons and stuff, though, right?
Yes.
If I give you the money now, could you order me those things? The breastplate and the +1 shield?
I could. I would charge a little bit more
That's fine.
commission. But then it would also take probably 10 days for it to get to you.
10 days. How long is just like a horse ride to Neverwinter? It's like just under a week, right?
Yeah.
You know what? That's fine. I can wait 10 days for some upgrades. How much?
Well, 400's the breastplate. The +1 shield is 112. So that would be 512. 550?
All right, I slide the gold over.
She takes that, and I will make a note of it.
All right, and I'll leave.
All right, you guys head back out, meet back up with Robert and Gerald.
Yeah.
You buy anything, Andrew?
I saw a poorly drawn poster advertising signet rings about a week ago. I didn't see it, but do you still have any?
Is that an option?
Yep.
How much is
5
it?
gold.
Yeah, we have some basic signet rings.
Fantastic.
One.
Yes. If I could get 5, that would be great. And then some sealing wax. Not wax for the ceiling, but for the act of sealing.
I know what you meant.
Good, because a lot of people make that mistake. You're smarter than the average person. Well done.
Is there anything you want specifically on the signet ring?
Are they custom made, or do you kind of just have a couple options?
We got a few options. We got a tree. We got it's like the head of a dragon. We got a trident. And we got
Do you have the word silver?
3 stars. No, we do not.
Do you have a light bulb? We probably don't have those. Do you have
no.
a torch?
We do have the sun, our stars.
Silver light. We could each buy a ring.
I'll take that dragon head. 5 dragon heads.
5 dragon heads. All right.
Yes, sir.
They pull out 5 dragon head signet rings and pass them over to you.
How much are the signet
And,
rings? 5 gold?
Yes.
5 gold each.
I'll take a sun.
She hands you a sun.
Also, can I get a bag of ball bearings?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, very good.
I'm concerned what you're going to use those for.
I plop the money on the table.
She takes it.
I've got 2 rings on now.
Yeah. Anything else, boys?
That'll be all from Robert.
What did you end up selling, Robert?
I sold my goblets and the garnet. I got lowballed on my illustrious amethysts, though.
Yeah, but once again, you also didn't try to negotiate. You just
What about the perfume?
I don't negotiate with losers. No, I'm not selling those. Those can be used in my disguises.
all right. You guys head out.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, so
All
you sold
right.
things. Do we want to check
head
out your
out.
political party, Frito?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
All right. You.
Sorry, just real quick. Robert, when you went to the Townmaster's Hall, did you see any new bounty posters, or were they all
Should I roll to see if I saw
the
any?
buildings? I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Snap my neck looking at this shit. I got a 9.
You did not see anything new besides Mithril Star not being there.
Look pretty naked to me.
Cool. Let's go talk politics.
You head over to the Sleeping Giant Tap House, where your political campaign manager, Ivar, is chilling.
Does
Ivar,
he
what's
have
up, man?
bones?
Oh,
Is this the guy who goes by Frost?
yes, Ivar Frost.
Ivor Thal?
Not
something?
much, Frito. We're running. It's a tight campaign so far between you and Halia.
I think soon we will have the event that puts us over the top.
Well, I hope so. From what I've been able to gather, currently about 24 people are voting for you, and 30 are for Halia. We got 79 people undecided.
Plenty of
Goddamn.
time to use the winds of fate.
I didn't know Halia had the streets like that.
Well, it's a lot of it is the miners in her that work for her.
She employs children, and people
No.
are voting for her?
No,
You allow children to vote
prospectors,
here?
people who mine for resources, not children.
Sorry, we do employ children in the Underdark, and I hate it.
Ah, yes. Well, the Underdark is a terrible place, from what I've heard.
Oh, yeah, trust me. Whew. Well, it sounds like you're doing a pretty good job, Mr. Frost.
Trying my hardest.
You're getting the word out there. I appreciate that.
Yes, we got posters around town. We've been holding speeches once a week. Don't want to make people think we're annoying.
Do you think that we should hold off on talking about Wave Echo Cave until we've got it? Or should
Yeah,
we...
I think so.
Okay, the other question I have is, Frito, what do you feel about hosting some sort of debate between you, Halia, and maybe Harbin? Or
I think
whatever?
that'd be a great idea.
Harbin isn't running.
Oh, okay. We don't have to worry about him then.
I look forward to the chance to destroy her in a
Yeah,
debate.
if you get called in for questioning by Neverwinter, you're not eligible to run anymore.
Oh, shit.
Yes, we're very much. If you fuck up, you're out.
Fair. And he did fuck up. All right. So, Frost, do you want to handle setting that up, or maybe one of your other people?
A debate. Yeah. Do you have time in mind? Sometime next week, in the next month. We got roughly 5.5 months till the election day.
Let's plan to do it in the next month, so that we have time to finish up our adventures.
Yes. Yes, I can work on conversing with Holly and setting up a time.
Perfect. You can have Frida. You can have your people call her people. I always want to say that.
Calling. What is this? With like.
Oh, you step
Message?
outside the door and go, "Hey, do you want to do a debate?"
And your voice cracked.
Yes. Sorry, we don't have yelling in the Underdark. I'm not used to it.
Yeah. So
We
you
should
attract
be
all
back
sort of
at least.
unsavory creatures. Sometime in the next month, we'll have a debate set up.
Good. We should be back in town pretty soon, so let us know if you have the date finalized so I can know when to be here to destroy her in a debate.
And having the momentum of discovering Wave Echo Cave for the town going into that debate should push you over the edge.
Damn right.
Well, I guess we got to start preparing for the cave, guys.
Yes, it seems likely.
There are cave guys?
Yeah, we have to kill them. Remember, Gundren wants us to.
Oh, that's not a racist thing.
Well, some people call me a
Okay.
cave guy.
Anyone here? Yeah, exactly. The
That's what I
drow
was
think can
thinking.
make that joke.
Yeah, Robert, that's not your word. What up, cave fella? Hey!
Do you head out right away? Do you
What time is it?
collect? Probably 1. So you can
And
at
we
least start
recruited no
traveling
one.
towards. Well, you have Gundren.
Oh, that's true.
I want to try to find Finn's house and ask him to join us.
The other option is you could always wait until you know he'll be at the Town Master Hall.
Yeah, we could do that. We could spend the rest of the day here. Do we want to... I don't really want to give the spider any more time. I feel like we should head out as soon as possible. What do you guys think? Fellas!
Robert's ready to head out.
I'm ready.
Fellas!
Move.
Alright, Frito, have you ever been to Finn's house or seen where he sleeps at night?
I want to say no.
Should we ask Harbin?
You always could.
I'm kind of scared, dude.
He wasn't the most happy to see me.
Ah, fuck it. We gotta get moving. Alright, let's go talk to Harbin.
You make your way back to the Town Master Hall.
Can I check quick to see if Robert was telling the truth about there being no bounty posters?
Yeah, give me a roll.
I lied, and you fell for it. You stupid.
For investigation or
Investigation, since you're actively seeking it out.
14?
Yeah, there's no new bounty posters or quests posted. Call odd or even.
Odd.
All right. You approach the Town Master Hall, and you step inside, and you see sitting behind like the welcoming desk.
I knew you lived here.
Well, I do not live here. Why would I live here?
I was gonna say it's a pretty dump of a house, but Finn, what are you doing today?
Guarding the town and paperwork.
You want to do something more fun?
Yes, but I have my duties here.
Yeah, but you got like lackeys and stuff, right?
What do you just call him?
Well, if the state this town it was in when you first got here, and the Red Brand's pretty much controlling everything, not good ones.
Well, let's make Harbin actually do his job for a few days, eh?
Are you sure that's a good decision?
No, but I'm more convinced that you'll be more helpful to us coming on an adventure of glory and greatness than you will be sat here doing paperwork.
I'm not sure I should abandon my post like this.
What does your post do for the town?
Well, if there's any local fights, I break them up. If goblins attack, I guess I do my best to die defending the town.
I'm gonna look towards Frito to get his Riz game on because Oris suddenly feels like he doesn't really understand the stakes for this guard.
I think a person of your abilities would be much better served. And plus, if you help us with what we're about to go do, I don't think Phandelver will ever have any worries of security ever again.
And what do you think you're setting out to accomplish would do for security?
Well, it would bring prosperity and strength to the town.
What would?
Our quest.
Yes.
What quest? What
Oh,
are
come
you
on.
looking to achieve that you think would change this town so dramatically?
Should we tell him, guys? If we tell you and you don't come, you gotta promise not to tell anyone else. Pinky promise. Persuasion roll.
All right, roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
9.
Oris is
Fuck!
doing it. He's the one who was talking. You can help, though, if you so wish.
I will help.
That's advantage.
Oh, I have advantage? Oh, 22.
Yes. Yes, whatever it is, I'll keep my mouth shut.
Alright, if you want to tell him, Frito, go ahead.
We are venturing on to the Wave Echo Cave.
Finally chasing Gundren's dream, are you?
We need someone of your capabilities to assist with that.
And you think I'm a match for anything that's taken over that cave in the last 300 years?
I mean, hey, you'd certainly help out. I mean,
You wouldn't be there alone.
more the merrier.
It'd be all of us.
And what would you pay me for my service? Or am I just expected to risk
We-
my life and limb for the betterment?
I'll pay you 100 gold.
We can pay you. I'll also pay you 100 gold, so that's 200 gold. And there is a potential huge upgrade at your position. What is that fucking called?
Potion?
Promotion?
Yeah, promotion. That's the word I'm looking for. There is a huge promotion that could come your way if you pull this off with us.
What, you'll make me the head guard of the cave?
No, I was thinking even bigger. What about being the head of your own town?
Sounds like too much work.
Okay, well, guard of the cage, I guess. How about you can do whatever you want?
Head guard of the Forge of Spells. That's quite a promotion.
What do you say, fellas? That sounds like I'd trust Finn to do that job. He kept Mithril Star safe from all of his adoring fans.
He's got this.
So, 200 gold and a potential future job offer.
Yes. And if you, let's say, worst case scenario, do you have a family?
I do not. But perhaps I'll start one soon with me not having to do half of Harbin's job anymore.
Exactly. You know, you can even give Harbin an old smack in the face if you want to when Frito's mayor.
I prefer not to break the law, physically assault people.
Oh, well, you can do it behind a building or something.
It would still be illegal.
Not if nobody knows about it.
I would know about it.
Oh, I see. Bootlicker. Anyway,
I'd,
I say that to a guard.
yeah, give me one last persuasion roll to see if he'll take your offer.
Can I help Frito with it?
I feel like Frito would help you with it because you've
Yeah, I'll
been the
help
one
you out.
talking.
You got it.
Okay, I was picturing me like going behind his back and massaging his shoulders while Frito gave him the Riz game, but
Then Frito would have needed to be talking.
I was trying to start talking, but
well, thank God I have advantage because that was a natural one. 9 again.
9.
What if I throw in a massage as well?
Gerald will bless you.
But I didn't sneeze. What does bless do?
You get to roll a d4 on this as well.
+2, so 11.
I suppose that's a better future than I would have had sitting here scraping the dirt off of Harbin's fucking life.
Damn, he hates Harbin more than we do. This is awesome.
He works with him every day. You got yourself a deal. When are you leaving?
As soon as possible.
And
Do you have?
I'll take half the gold up front, half upon completion.
Sure. We each give him 50, Frito.
So when are we heading out?
Let's go grab Gundren, get our wagon and horses ready, and be on our way. Do you have like weapons and shit?
My spear and my shield and my chainmail.
Perfect. All right, we start heading back to the Stonehill, I guess.
All of you make your way back to...
Does he
Stonehill?
like tell another guard to like do his shit, or does he just leave?
He just walks out. You make your way back to Stonehill Inn. You walk inside.
Hi, everybody.
Who are you talking to?
One of the tables.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh God, it's speaking.
The table?
There's like a group of people sitting around the table enjoying drinking.
You must be really confused why I'm trying to shake the table's hand.
They are.
Gerald, can you get him back on
Gerald
track?
walks over and touches you and you're sober.
This is almost enabling him more, knowing that he's got an instant sobering device with him at all times. He's gonna keep pushing to see how far he can go.
I'm sure it does.
Gundren!
Are you ready to set out?
Yes, we're ready. We've got Finn with us. Finn, meet Gundren. Gundren, Finn, I think you already met.
Finn? Good to see you again. Yes. Gundren, I hear you're finally achieving your dream. Or attempting to. One last push. Indeed, these voices keep changing.
No big deal or anything, Gundren, but Finn's gonna work at the forge when we've cleared it out.
He is?
Yep, he's gonna be your top security guard.
Well, I suppose I don't really have a better option. In Phandelver, at least. Unless one of the four of you want to be the chief security guard.
You wish. No, Finn's probably gonna be better than us. Alright, let's go.
You guys get into combat, Finn's just like...
He immediately dies.
Um,
Holy shit! At least he doesn't have any family we got to tell about.
All right, you guys gather up the wagon and the horses. Finn and Gundren, Gerald and Greedo, I believe, are on the wagon, correct?
Yes.
Gundren, Finn, and Frito. Okay.
And Gerald.
And Gerald.